OnlyVans.
Welcome to the podcast of OnlyVans. I got my special guest here today, Chris Feathers.
What's going on, people?
The great Chris Feathers. I miss you, man.
I miss you too, bro.
I love hanging out with you. I love what we were just doing before, like 10 minutes ago. We're having really good conversations, great laughter, and just great times.
Yeah, just sitting around bullshitting, you know.
Dude, I love it.
All time.
I love it. I love bullshit with you guys, or with you and Madison. It's so much fun.
Dude, it straight up just reminds me of the old times.
Dude, right?
We just hang out, not even doing anything. Like, it doesn't matter what you're doing, just having fun.
Yeah, absolutely. And just like, even like, I don't have to like watch anything, or I don't have nothing on my bag watching over me. Hey, make sure you don't do that. Make sure you don't say this, or make sure like, you know, I guess like censorship wise, you know.
Yeah.
From like with you guys, I can just be myself and say dumb shit, or like, if I say something that's like really out of line or out of whack, it's like, I'm not here. It's just jokes. If like, yeah. I can tell by the look, all right, don't say that, or all right. But like, yeah, it's always good times. I love it.
Yeah. And you know, that's one of my favorite things about like Madison is that hanging out with her is literally just like hanging out with one of the boys. Like, she doesn't give a fuck what is said, and more than likely she's gonna laugh.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like, well, when we went to like play bowling and stuff, it was kind of like, it was like the first time that I think we actually hanged out like on that like level. Because usually when we're all together, it's like us hanging out with all of our boys, like doing some kind of Mario Kart tournament or something else. Like, I never really had to like hang out with her like that on that type of level, like a friendship level. It's kind of like, yeah, all right, you're basically one of the boys. Like, it's nice. Like, that's one of the good things. Like, when we get in a relationship, is like having someone that's like that, like down to do things and like you can joke around with and not like be like stuck up and all that with at the same time.
Yeah, and you don't have to be like careful who you're bringing around that person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like, God, like if it was like that, that's rough, man. Like, I can't understand that. Like, not being able to hang out with your boys with your girl, you know, that's weird.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I think sometimes it is nice just to have like, because there are certain things that you can't really talk about, like having your girl there also with your boys. There's like certain things like I feel like it's only meant for the boys.
Oh,
you know,
for sure,
absolutely, like
for sure.
Like, I feel like that's like kind of like with my ex in a sense, kind of like she was always down to hang out, but like sometimes like I just want to hang out just with my friends. But she was always cool about it. She was always really cool about all that shit. She didn't really give a fuck, which is nice. But like, it's like certain things, like certain jokes and all that, is kind of like we need to talk to each other. Like, I don't know. It's like I don't know. Not like I don't know if like it's like not really a sexist thing, but just kind of like I guess men hanging out with men type of deal. Yes. Like, you know,
sometimes that's just needed.
Yeah,
it's just.
Well, I feel like girls don't really understand like men. I don't know how like men understand men, obviously. Or same vice versa. Like you hanging out with like all your girls and all her friends and stuff. It's kind of, you don't really know what to like. You're just kind of there. Like, I don't know what to really like. You know, like.
Yeah.
I don't know what
just
to really
confused
say.
On everything that's being said.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. For real. Damn. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. I don't think I've ever been in one of those situations where I'm hanging out with like a bunch of girls just talking about like the stuff that girls talk about when they're alone. Like, I don't really know.
I have.
You have?
Oh, they call it Capizos. You ever hang out at the Capizos? Yeah, he heard a lot of dumb shit. I'm just kidding. Not really. I don't know. It's just drama. It's just drama shit. That's all it is.
Yeah.
I like it though. Sometimes I'm like, oh, is it juicy? All right, I'll get in. I'm like, I turn like to the gay friend, like, all right, let's hear this shit.
Oh,
all right,
dude, yes, that shit's the best.
Absolutely. I'm like, oh, like, what was it, Ronnie? That's too funny,
dude. I absolutely love that stuff. Like,
the juice is good.
Yeah.
And you start finding out way more. And then we go out in public, you see all this shit, you're like, yeah, I know the juice.
Yeah, dude.
I know the juice.
Dude.
I know.
You know exactly what everyone's dirt. You see it, like, especially back in, the partying days. Like, you hear all this stuff about all these people. And then it's like you see them at the parties and stuff, and you're like, oh, like, I know this about you. I know this about you. I know this about you.
I know this. That's the best thing with it. Like, I feel like when people try to get dirt on me, it's like, you can't really have dirt on me because I talk about everything openly.
Yeah.
You can't call me out because I call myself out on it.
Right.
I feel like the one thing that was is like the whole booty looking thing. I feel like people would try like low key try to make fun of me about, but I'm like, or like me again with that black girl, but like I owned it, so I was like, you can't really make fun of me because I'm owning it. So like,
exactly.
That was like based on my whole mentality. Like you, like no matter if you just own it, no one can make fun of you because you're making fun of yourself. Like how they the reason why you get made fun of more because you're getting upset and it gives it more value to like make fun of you more. If you just accept it and like, yeah, I did that. Like, what the fuck is up? At least I got pussy that night. All right. Well, I didn't get pussy. I got asshole. But you know what I'm saying? Either way.
Yeah, dude, that's really the way to do it. I mean, I don't know. I've never really had too many people give me shit for like anything like that. But I mean, even if they did, I'd be like, okay.
Yeah. Right.
Like,
all right.
Cool.
Like,
why are you mad?
Yeah. That's pretty funny.
Or just like we used to do in the old days when people would, hate on us. We just troll them on Facebook.
Trolling on Facebook was pretty funny too. The trolls on Facebook. Yeah, like we were talking about that earlier. Like, I don't. Yeah, because the beef stuff that happened on Facebook on 2016 was a lot of fun. But I still think the most fun on Facebook was definitely during the pandemic because everyone was like heightened. Everyone was on their shit. It was literally the most mental illness catastrophe on Facebook at that moment. It's just everyone just going flipping shit. Like you can say one thing, it was like a battle of war. Like then you tag in your friends, like yo, I need backup. And then you tag other people and like yo, check this out. Like yeah, fuck this bitch. They give people DM you, yeah, you're totally right. But blase. You're just kind of like holy fuck. Like it's literally just fucking I guess it's like kind of like a street, not a streaming war, but like what's that South Park shit? They had like a war on I don't know. It's not really a console war. Never mind. I don't know. I was trying to think of an analogy on all that stuff. I'm failing right now, but like yeah, like that's how I created the first podcast because of all that shit. Cause I wanted to just talk people that want to talk, like back up your opinion, but also we talk about it in person. Because on the line you can't really tell if you're like being friends or not, and that's like the thing that's bothered me was like. I hope you know I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm literally just I'm talking to you. If you know me, if you know my personality, I feel like you can read my personality when you see my text. Like he's not mean. He's just like, hey, like how about this? I don't know. Like, I'm not like, hey, like fuck you, dumb bitch. Like, I don't know. That's kind of like how people like have a mentality like online because like it's all out of context. But like that's why I like have them in person, have him or her, it doesn't really matter, and then just talk to him one on one. Like, hey, like I think we're all friends here. Like we're all fine. Like we all have the same concern. It's just we have a different way of approaching it. Like we all like want to protect everyone, but there's just other ways of doing it. And like I don't know. I feel like I don't know. The way we went about it was kind of I don't know. I think better than most countries in a sense. Sadly,
yeah.
But then you go down to states. If you broke it down to states, like definitely Florida did the best out of it. But Florida was like wide open though. But I don't know.
I don't know either, man. I really don't. I mean, I just try to stay in my lane, stay out of all that crazy Facebook drama and all the other drama that goes on because it
does get too much.
War.
Yeah.
It is a literal war on Facebook and Twitter and every social media, dude.
Dude, straight up for real. Oh, dude, even Twitter's bad. I brought back my Twitter when Elon Musk was about to buy it. I guess he's not buying it now, or he's going through another court case.
Supposedly backed out from what I heard.
I don't know, dude. Why. I don't know. I have no clue. I don't know. But when he did, first like was about to buy it, like Twitter was a lot more fun. They got rid of a lot of restrictions and like they brought back a lot of people. Like, I'm trying to think of someone who came back. I don't know. Maybe did My Pillow guy come back? What's his name? You know the My Pillow guy?
No.
the CEO of My Pillow. I thought he got kicked off. I thought he came back too, or maybe I don't know.
Wait, is
Fact check me.
Is that the guy who has all the commercials on all the time
For pillow?
The My Pillow is
Yeah.
like made right in Wisconsin or some shit like that.
I don't know where it's made at, but he's American hero. I heard.
Pillow's that good?
Pillow's that dude. He's no, I don't know. I'm trying to get these zingers out here. I can't do them.
Oh man,
He'll put you to sleep. So stupid. It doesn't even make any sense. Dude, congrats though on your fucking place though. I'm happy you got the trap den back.
Yeah, man.
Dope.
I've been waiting on it. I mean, I knew eventually I was gonna get it. I didn't think it was gonna be this soon. But I did. Got some big plans going for it. You know, get some housework done.
What are you thinking in the future?
Well, we're about to get a kitchen remodel done.
Good.
Because the house is it's small the way it currently sits, and you know we need as much space to put stuff in, like cabinet space and shit like that, as possible. And then after that, we're gonna get a nice expansion, get a nice big living room, nice big master bedroom, nice master bathroom, all that stuff.
I mean, what's up,
dude? I can't wait.
Are you on is it like an investment to like stay in here for a long term, or is it just an investment to like have this here and maybe rent it out or Airbnb it? Like you're the perfect spot in town for like just renting things out. You got SU, you probably fucking upcharge those kids so much.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know if you want to like invest that, maybe get some land, build another house, or I don't know. What are you thinking?
You know, I don't really know what the long-term plan is right now. I figure it's gonna be staying because I mean I grew up in this house, you know, from the time I was from the first memory I ever had being in that house to 7, 8 years old, then moving back there again, senior year of high school, and then moving back there a third time to owning it. So, I mean, to be honest with you, I don't really know. That is a good idea though, because those SU kids, they got the money.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, these people are paying $50,000 a year
to
go to school.
It's not that. Isn't SU like a really like Christian college? But it was, but it doesn't seem like Christian, like a very Christian college now. It seems very like on the woke side of it now.
Yeah, I think
that's even more like that's not really wild, but like the you tell like the growth of like Winchester just by the college itself.
Oh yeah,
and like from what I've been told, like Winchester is the fastest growing city in Virginia, and and then I've been doing work at the monument and the stuff that they've been doing, like putting other stuff in, is like being like more like I think they're bringing a lot of culture in here, and just like with their venue, they have like their own little Irish pub, and then now they're making a speakeasy, they're making like treehouse bar, then they're making another building in the back, and it's kind of, I guess that building's kind of for me in a sense. They're gonna let me like be the main guy on that one. I can throw like all my shows there on Fridays, and I'm like the guy who's going to be booking the shows, or not booking the shows, but like I guess more in charge of shows on that. So I'm like, that's pretty dope. So I can like maybe create like a little schedule and like get other like just get more like different diversity of genres in there, and then I'm hoping that's what that happens. Like that'd be really cool. Awesome. That'd be dope as fuck. It'd be exciting. And then but like they have that whole entire corner, like where like Wells Fargo is, where Brewbakers is, right? Yeah. And that old bank beside Brewbakers, they have that whole entire corner.
Really?
Oh, dude, they own all that now.
Oh,
and
no
then
way.
they're doing a lot of work to it. And then I don't know when it's going to be done, probably within the next year or so. I'm looking forward for the speakeasy because, like, inside the monument, there's like a basement. And then in the basement, they're going to put a speakeasy down there. It's like, that's going to be pretty dope.
Yeah, dude, that'll be awesome.
But not even just that. When you go down Old Town, like, even like, yeah, it just seems like Soto Sopa, from South Park. Yeah. That's why we're going that route, basically.
Dude, it really does.
Yeah.
It really does feel like that.
Only thing we don't have is a Whole Foods or Wegmans. If we have Wegmans or Whole Foods, that's like the next level for us.
Not yet.
Not yet. It's coming.
We need somebody like Randy Marsh.
We need someone. We need a Randy Marsh.
I don't know who that guy's gonna be.
It's probably Cody King. Cody King's our Randy Marsh in here.
He's going to DM in Whole Foods like, hey, bring one of these to Winchester.
Bring one of these here. He's gonna start his own Integrity.
Integrity Weed and Ducks.
Integrity Weed and Ducks.
Oh, dude.
That's pretty funny. Yeah, we need a Randy Marsh here. That'd be pretty. Someone.
I don't know, man.
Someone have that attitude.
Exactly. Because it is, dude. It is growing. It is growing out of control around here.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell with all the like on my drives to work every day. Like, I see all these different like suburbs just being built all over the place.
Yeah.
Even like Middletown, dude. I've seen a whole entire like big suburb like townhouses like just as far as you can see. And then now they're building another one in Middletown. There's nothing in Middletown.
There's nothing in Middletown. It's all, well, Middletown, that's kind of like a fair game in a sense because all that farmland.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of sad, like getting rid of all that. Did you know that we have like in the country we have the last remaining of like the good soil, like this whole Appalachia area.
Really?
And after that, I think we have like maybe 50 years left of farming, and then after that, the main cash crop of farming is Russia. Right?
What are we gonna do then?
Dude, that's fucking crazy. Did you hear about the Roundup?
No.
Bro. The Roundup, the fertilizer?
Oh, no.
They done tests. Okay, fact check me on this, people. I can't remember if I heard it correct. It was either it is linked to 80% of cancers, or it is like 80, like if you take a test, 80% of your body, like, or if you take a piss, like 80% of your piss is like infected with like Roundup. It's one of the two. One of the either one is crazy, but like it's one of the two. And like now there's like this whole lawsuit going on with Roundup and everything. Like it's fucking wild what's going on. Like I'd blame the 90s, dude.
Oh,
all this shit, like,
sure.
like I've been thinking about this. Like 80s were pretty bad, like 70s, yeah, it's good, but the 90s was just straight up wilding out. Like think about all the shit they were giving us. Like even like my biggest example is like purple ketchup, dude. Like shit like that. Like fucking Yogos, a chocolate ball with a toy inside. Like like fucking like all that shit. It was like all experimental, and now we're pretty much like suffering all from that shit.
Yep. I mean, on some real shit, our generation was a test.
We were guinea pigs, straight up.
Yeah.
And now we're learning. Like it's crazy because it's not even just like 100 years later find value. It's like literally already like 20, 25 years later. I'm 25, you're 26.
Yeah.
Like
in our lifetime.
Yeah.
Like literally in our young lifetime.
It's fucked, dude. It's so fucked. Like I've been trying my best to be strict on well, not really. I'm going to do it after, because I learned about this like last week. But I'm gonna start buying shit from like farm markets and all that, strictly like produce and all that, strictly from farm markets. I'm trying to avoid going to like Food Lion. That's where I usually go to, and just trying my best to stop buying shit. And it's just fucking sad, dude. And then we gotta live with this shit. The only thing that can like help us out is like more scientists to like read it, like to go back and like figure some shit out to like get us back on the right track again. And like, God, the 90s were wild though. Like a lot. Like milk is another weird one. Got milk. We hear that shit throughout our whole entire like childhood, and now it's kind of like, oh, maybe not.
Yeah.
No.
Like every sports star of our generation, like when we were kids, was on a Got Milk commercial.
Yeah, right?
All of them.
All of them, yeah. And now, like, I can't drink milk anymore. Like, if I drink milk, I literally fucking fart nonstop. I shit. Yeah. It's, like, really bad for my stomach. But I used to drink milk all the time.
Huh.
I don't know. Like, I switched to lactate milk now. But it's, like, weird. Like, all of a sudden, I can't handle milk anymore. I'm like, what? That makes no sense. I literally drank it my whole entire life. Never had a problem. I'm like, I looked a little more into it, but I feel like it's way more common now. with like people our age.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are developing a lactose intolerance.
Yeah.
From, as a kid, eating cheese, or drinking milk constantly to not being able to do it, or else, you know, making it smell like shit in your whole house.
For real. You want a beer?
Oh, no, thank you.
This is the weird thing about the podcast. I wonder, does he just drink beer, then when he gets on the podcast, he just drives home? Like, no, I don't do that. I hang out. I chill.
You can go inside, probably fucking play some Mario Kart.
Well,
Chill,
I'm not playing Mario Kart. I'm murdering Mario Kart.
Okay.
It's a little bit different, you know.
Okay.
You're basically inviting me over to fuck you right now at Mario Kart.
I mean,
I appreciate the invite, though.
You know, one of the people in this van is the undefeated champ.
Yeah, but you cheat. You got that controller. There's a whole YouTube video about it. Literally, you've been caught, son.
I'll give you one of my cheating controllers, and we'll see how you do.
No, I'm not. Well, the difference, I'm not a cheater, you know.
You gonna turn the cheats off?
No, I'm a winner, not a cheater. Unlike you. How could you keep that belt knowing what you did? And kept all the money.
Whatever it takes to win.
You probably bought 0.001 Bitcoin with that, I bet.
They call me the Bill Belichick of Mario Kart.
The Bill, whoa, whoa. Oh, yeah, well, Tom Brady's not on that team anymore. Yeah, fuck Bill. Fuck old Bill. Dude, I'm putting a $200 bet, or not $100 bet on Tom Brady this year for a Super Bowl win.
You know, I saw something on Facebook earlier. Again, don't know if it's true. You never know what's true.
True.
But supposedly Tom Brady has went 3-0 in Super Bowls when Jennifer Lopez got married the same year. And she just got married.
Hey, there's a correlation.
Supposedly.
All right, I'm on bet 200, dude. Fuck it. I wonder if I bet 100, what would I win if he won the Super Bowl?
It depends on the odds.
What are the odds? What do you think? Like, if you had to get let's make it up. Let's make it one up. Let's say the odds are, I don't know.
They'd probably be somewhere like 10-1.
10-1. Okay.
That sounds somewhere in there. So if you put $100 down and they win the Super Bowl, you win $1,000.
All right.
Yeah. See, I'm not as risky when I bet, and I put $10 on the Bengals to win. They had a 7-1 chance, so if they win the Super Bowl, I win $70.
Damn, that's still not bad. That's not that bad at all.
Nah, that's the thing is like, if I put $10 down, I'm not even gonna remember that $10, and then if it turns into 70, like that's dope. You know, that's like almost a tank of gas.
Yeah. Well, like that's another thing about like the whole betting thing, because like you're betting at, I don't know if you're doing DraftKings or what, but if you're betting at Charlestown, $10 bet's not really worth it, because now during the Trump era, probably $20 get your whole tank of gas.
Yeah.
But now like it's $150 to fucking fill this tank up in my van, or hey, finally went down a little bit. It cost me what, 100. Well, it was actually like 1/4 like filled up still, so it wasn't fully E, but it cost me 110 around there.
Jeez.
Filled up yesterday. But I mean, I wouldn't drive to Charlestown for. I don't know if I drove to Charlestown for $70 like winning. I probably just put it on blackjack and bet on black, see what happens.
For sure, dude.
Fuck it, go big, go home.
Yeah, dude. You gotta, if you're gonna sports bet, you gotta sports bet from the apps.
Dude, I'm so pissed about that fucking Super Bowl, man. I thought for sure Bengals were going to win. What happened at the very something happened at the very ending, and it was like a big fuck up, I thought, right?
So, on the last play of the game, Joe Burrow got sacked by Aaron Donald. But if he would have had time to throw the ball, Jamar Chase had gotten the cornerback like on the ground. Like the cornerback was on his ground, and Jamar Chase was running down the field. So if Joe Burrow would have been able to throw it to Jamar Chase, it would have been a touchdown because there was nobody in front of him.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Which really sucks. But I mean,
dude, that dude walked in like, what up, dude? I got a big cock. His fucking outfit was fucking on point. Dude, it was the freshest outfit I've ever seen anyone walk in for a Super Bowl. Like the furry coat and that shit, dude. Bro. Straight up looking like a fucking stud masterpiece, bro. Dude, I don't
know how this man, like...
How does that feel, though, actually, for, like... Because no offense to you, but I don't see where Bengals are like that team to even make it to a playoff now on that level. And then this year is kind of like, well, the year before they went like what not zero, but like they lost like almost like maybe 75% of their games last year. I thought, or a year before last year.
So the year before last, they went like 5-11 or something like that.
Yeah, and then going from that to like Super Bowl, like how does that feel?
It's
as a fan.
So as a fan of the Bengals, before this past year, I had never experienced us even winning a playoff game in my life. So to not only win a playoff game, I was like, all right, you're like, yo, that's awesome. We finally got over that hump of winning a playoff game because it'd been like 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
And then we go into the second round and we win again. And I'm like,
shit.
Oh my God, like we have a chance. And then, in the conference championship, we're going up against Kansas City, who we had already beat earlier in the year.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, dude, like we're going. Like everybody was telling me every single week, like, nah, they're going to lose this week. Every week, they're going to lose. Like this team, whatever team we were going against, it would be like this team, they're the real deal. Like there's no way you guys beat them. And then like to win, to see the wins and to have heard everyone talking shit every week, it just felt so good, man.
I bet, man.
And then if we would have won that Super Bowl, oh my God, dude, I'd still be walking around just like, this is the fucking greatest year of my life. Because I never even thought that I would see them win a playoff game, let alone make it to a Super Bowl.
Would you bought a did they make Super Bowl jerseys?
I assume they do, but they're probably extremely expensive.
Hold on. I have to turn my van on.
All right.
That sounds like a cry for help. You hear that beeping noise, right?
Yes.
Okay. So the battery's still good. Get this fucking fan back on.
Absolutely.
It's fucking hot as balls in here.
Listen,
for people that are listening, like it's literally like 90 degrees outside. We're about to get a hard rain right now.
Dude, it's windy as hell out there.
We're about to experience our first tornado in OnlyVans. Oh, no, wait, that wasn't that. It was the fucking this. Oh, it's the fucking camera the whole time. Well, I guess we got one. Oh, well, that one's still rolling, so. Because that fucking thing makes the exact same beeping noise when you turn it on to, like, for this. Okay.
Wow. So what, is that dead?
It shouldn't be dead. It's a full battery, so. I'm not going to mess with it.
Yeah.
So.
I at least still got one.
We got that one rolling. Yeah. Whoa, where's it at right now? 29. Oh shit. Really? Yeah. Oh shit. I thought we were at like over 30 minutes. Honestly.
It only has felt like 10.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know,
dude. Just time goes by pretty quickly when you're bullshitting.
I think it's the heat too. It's hot as hell in here. Like, fuck.
Yeah, dude.
I'm literally sweating balls, dude. Like,
yeah, I am too. There you go. Get the fan out.
Just in case.
Oh, dude.
OnlyVans is not really built for summertime yet.
No, not yet.
Wait until I get the solar panels on, and then get a nice AC unit in here. I bought this AC unit today, or not an AC unit, it's a fucking fan. They have the really nice joints, the one you put your hand through, like those.
Oh yeah,
like fucking $400, dude. I'm like, I don't know if I can put that in here.
I looked into that at one point, and then I was like, I saw that price, and I was like,
but they're so cool looking though. They're so fucking cool looking.
They are.
It's like the Apple of fucking fans.
But I don't know, man. I don't know if I'd want to flex that hard.
I don't know if you flex that hard on yeah. Oh yeah, fuck it. No, if I had money, I'll flex hard on anything.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
But like, when you don't have that kind of money, it's like, do you really want to flex that hard on a fan?
Dude, well, I'm thinking about getting a yoga. And then I was like talking to this one girl who teaches yoga, or like a yoga instructor in a sense. And I was like, how much does a mat cost? She's like, you can get one for like $20. I was like, nah. I'm making money now, right? Kind of. Making a little bit more money.
Yeah.
I was like, what's like? I want the best of the best. I want to roll up with like it was like called something like a Mac something or mix. I don't know what the fuck it was called. It started with M, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, hobbies like get expensive. I'm like, have $500. Like, I'll fucking buy a $500 yoga mat and roll up. Like, what up? I don't know shit about yoga. And they're like, yeah, you got it. I was like, yeah. Oh yeah, no, I read through reviews and they said it's the best one to buy. But the most expensive one is like $120. I was like, that's actually not that bad. And I'm like, fuck it, dude. How the fuck do you make a yoga mat? I could probably charge one for like $300. Like get like, some bougie bitches.
Oh yeah, dude.
Like look at golf, dude. Like golf, like, you get like a little club is like $1,000 for like not even just like the club. Like I don't know if it's like one piece, but like just like a 9-iron. I don't know what they're fucking called, but
dude,
a driver.
Everything about golf is expensive.
Well, anything about any hobby is expensive. That's why I was like yoga. I was like, there has to be like a yoga mat. It's like $500. I bet, but no, they're pretty cheap for a hobby. I was really
Were you disappointed?
I was kind of disappointed.
Yeah,
I was expecting a lot more money. Yeah. I'm more of a guy who like I always much rather buy the most expensive thing than the cheap thing.
Oh, absolutely.
In a weird way. Like apparently, like what's that Casey girl we worked with? Donella.
Yeah.
She's like into like the whole like the little card shit that your girl was doing last time.
Tarot cards.
Yeah, and like talking about like how my personality is more like all right, for example, like if there was like you get one $20 t-shirt and then you get 6 t-shirts in one package for like $6. The exact same shirt, I will automatically go to the $20 one.
Yeah.
For the single one. That's how like my mind works. And I was like, she's on point because I catch myself all the time doing this. Ever since she told me that, I catch myself, and then there'd be times where there'd be a sale on something, and I'm like kind of stunned. Like, should I do? I'm like, nah. And then after the sale over with, I'm like, all right, now I'll buy it.
Dude,
and I'm that.
Really
yes, dude.
Why?
I don't know, dude. I don't know. I guess like I want. It makes me feel like a lot more better. I got my money's worth in a sense. I don't know.
I don't know, dude. I don't know if I could agree with that one.
Bro, it's the weirdest thing. It's probably one of the weirdest things about my personality when it comes down to buying things.
Like, for me, if there is something that's more expensive, I'm usually assuming that it's better quality. So
Yeah.
I would usually buy the thing that is more expensive.
Yeah.
But if it's on sale, I'm buying it as soon as it's on sale. I'm
I will. I did buy one thing on sale. I did buy that. It was like auto tune for like a plug-in for making music. That's like a $300 program.
Oh no.
And I would have bought for $300, but like I was like $50. Like okay,
50?
I can't pass up on this one. I'll buy that.
It was on sale for $50.
Yeah.
From $300.
Yeah.
Damn.
There's one, and it's like my favorite plugin I ever used for making music, and I never owned it. I always had like the Tour version of it. It was called Massive, and it was also $50, but it's like a $200 program. And I was like, all right, like I'll buy that. I was like, well, but you don't just get Massive. You get like 10 other plugins that are like also pretty dope. I was like, this is a really good deal. I'm like, should I do it? And I was like, I'll wait it out. Then like the day came, like the last day of the sale, I was like, nah, they're gonna be on some bullshit. They'll probably keep it continuing no matter what. That's how like the fucking internet is now. It seems like. But I called their bluff, and they weren't bluffing. It was back to the original sale price, and I didn't buy it, but like I was more willing to buy at a full sale price than I was for the sale price for some reason. Like, oh my god,
Sale price, like, nah, I'm gonna wait. Full price later.
Nah.
I'm
a fan, all right? I want to make sure you guys get your money's worth, you know? I love this product. I'm not going to Jew you guys out. Am I allowed to say that? Is Jewing out? Is that good? Is that a term? I feel like you've been using that and people don't really appreciate it.
No,
I mean, they don't have to appreciate it, obviously. But it just seems like they make it like seem like I'm saying the N-word in a sense.
I mean, around me, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, obviously.
But, like, I think it's another one of those things where you got to know your crowd.
Probably.
You know what I mean?
Did I tell you what I did the other day?
No.
When I said the gay, or I called Chris Gillespie a faggot at the bar.
Yeah, you did tell me about that.
All right, I'll say that story. I'll tell it again. Thank God.
Oh man, dude. Yeah, it's just you have to know your audience.
Yeah, I did not know my audience that day. It was weird. It got quiet. I was drunk too. I didn't. That's a tough one. That's one that word has the same power as the N word now.
A lot of words do now.
I still say like a lot of some of them.
Yeah. I mean,
I think midget is like the one that like people would try to give it power, but it's just it's kind of a tough one to do.
I mean, come on, like
I don't know.
Like little person.
Little person.
Like you can be talking about so many different types of people with little person.
He's a little person. Yeah, what are you talking about? Like,
Yeah,
I'm a little person, dude.
He's only 9.
He's only 9. Yeah, he's a little person.
Like what?
That's too funny. I don't know.
That's definitely one that I don't get.
It doesn't sound bad.
No.
Or maybe because like I don't know, maybe because I'm not a little person.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, like for me, the N word just if I hear that word, it's just like, oh god, like you know what I mean? Like that's the way I am. But like the other ones, like we grew up with them.
Yeah.
You know, it's
then words like it has so many like it gave like throughout the years it gave it so much more power and power and power, and now you can't like hear it, you're kind of just kind of like, man, like come on, like because you're not saying it in like people. I feel like some people are saying it. Yeah, I'm saying it in a term of endearment. It's kind of like not really.
Yeah.
Like the only white person I know that can get away with it is Joe Rogan. But it's Joe Rogan. Like I don't know. Like other than that, like when I hear other people like say it, like I'm surprised. Like the crowd we used to, we didn't hang out with them, but like we went to parties with them. Like all those folks that say it, like said it out loud, and like they're all white. I'm just kind of like, dude, like one day, like you guys get your ass beat, and they never got their ass beat. I'm just kind of like, dude, like
I know.
what, like what the fuck? And then it kind of gave me hope in a sense of not like saying the word, but it gave me hope in a sense like maybe we're going to a weird era in life to where we're not giving words the meaning like that much powerful meaning. So like I was in a weird predicament like in high school where I was thinking language is going to be a lot more like open, like not as censored anymore. And then we took a big turn, and now it's
absolutely.
way more censored. I was like, whoa.
Everything.
I was not expecting that. I had really high hopes. Like, even like for like cuss words, like, have you go out and you say fuck and you say this and you say shit. Like, even just like, like kids were like, because you see kids on like TikTok saying this shit. I was like, maybe it's like being more like, you see parents somewhat not really encouraging it, but like kind of encouraging it in a sense, like just like for cute, like cuteness, I guess. And like, and I was like, oh, maybe we're going over that hump. We're going kind of forward in language. Like, hey, like we're just talking. They're just words.
Yes.
Like they're not
meant to be. They're not usually meant to be mean.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Like it's just language.
It's understanding context and words too. Understanding context and language, and
a lot of people have trouble with that. A lot of people have trouble. And the worst part is when. Because, I mean, most people get up in a roar on Twitter, or Facebook, or whatever, but you don't know what the context is. You never know what the context is. You don't know what the tone is. You don't know if it's a joke. You don't know what it is. You know? And without having that knowledge, it makes it to where people get offended constantly.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
And I hate it.
It's kind of
I hate how everyone is offended by everything, man.
That's what I feel bad for comedians, but at the same time, I appreciate comedians even more because now it's like a really good time to do comedy because everything's edgy.
Yes.
And when it gets edgier, it's just way more funnier. Dude, we should watch that Andrew Schultz special.
Absolutely.
I'm totally down. I'll pay for it. I'll buy it.
We can go halvesies.
It's like $15. Like I don't care if you want to watch after this. I'm totally down. It's an hour-long special maybe, but like even like I feel like it's, you like Andrew Schultz, right?
Oh yeah, I love Andrew Schultz. I mean, I used to listen to his podcast all the time.
So good, so funny. Andrew Schultz, like when I first started listening to him, he just seemed like the loud douchebag in school that no one like. You're like, yeah, fuck this guy. Yeah, you know.
Yep.
And then I started listening to him. Like, he actually is like really funny. Like the reason why he's funny to me now is like now I appreciate him. But you saw him on. If you like listen to him as a random person on the outside, you're like, man, this guy's a fucking douchebag.
Yep.
But then like you get to know him, you're like, no, he's actually he's pretty funny. He's just, he's just that.
He's just always joking. And, you know, not everything lands, but everything's a joke. Especially in podcasts.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Joking is, like, the weird thing, like, I don't know, people... I don't know. Because I feel like I try to joke around a lot, but because I don't have the title comedian, I can't really do it.
Yeah.
And it sucks, like, dude, like, you can clearly tell I'm joking, like...
Yeah.
I try, like, I don't know, like, I mean, low key, I would love to be a comedian. Because, like, this seems like so much fun, but I'm not that funny to be a comedian.
You have to be pretty tough skinned to be a comedian. Like, extremely tough. Like, you are going to get a lot of hate.
Oh, that shit doesn't really bother me. It's just bombing bothers me.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, hell, I bomb, like, in front of, like, my friends all the time. Like, just, like, a couple of, like little zingers then and there. Like, Mark Norman's, like, my favorite comedian. One of my top favorite comedians, besides Tony Hinchcliffe. And, like, I take, like, a lot of comedy tips from him on how he, like, says things. Same with, like, Tony Hinchcliffe. I'm like, dude, that's, like, my type of comedy. It's just, like, someone says something, and then you, like, kind of say, like, a weird analogy of it. Like, but it's, like, really, like, raunchy. Yeah. But it's funny.
I don't know, man. I don't think I would want to be a comedian. I don't think I'd be very good at it.
Well, I think Casey wanted to be a comedian, or he talked about, right? I think he mentioned writing material. This is, like, back in, like, 2018, 2019 when we were hanging out. I think he mentioned it.
See, Casey, I think, would be really good as a comedian because he's somebody that can always keep it going. Like, if he like, forgot a joke or something, he'd be able to somehow filibuster from joke to joke.
He has very good, like, conversation, like, technique in a sense where, like, everything he says is very interesting, and he has really good vocabulary, and the way he, like, talks and how he presents things, like, it's all, like, just, like, platinum, like, content from him every time. I love listening to him talk. If he had a podcast, I'd probably listen to it nonstop. I just, like, the shit you say just so you make it 10 times more fascinating.
Oh, absolutely.
And then you have really good points on, like, different sides of an opinion or an opinion I've never even heard of, and, like, that's actually also a really good point. And then, like, even like something simple as in, like, I know me and him had a conversation of like a pear is like a wannabe apple, and we kind of, like, got into depth on that. But, like, the way you're just talking about that, it sounds so silly, but it's the way you're, like, explaining it, and, like, it just sounds interesting to me.
Like, you wouldn't even think that, like, if I told you were gonna go into that day having that conversation, you're like, nah, that'd be boring as shit.
Yeah.
And then you get into the conversation, you're like, I'm really in this conversation. Like,
right.
You couldn't tell me in a million years I'd be talking about a pear versus an apple.
Right.
But I'm sitting here talking about it for 30 minutes. You know?
Right. It's cool. Cool.
Yep.
I wonder if people are driving by and, like, what the fuck are they doing in that van right now? Like, is there a sting coming on?
I mean, dude, a couple people walked by.
That's a funny thing. Like, we were driving down. It was me, Chris Gillespie, and John. We did one together. We were just driving down the road. We had these microphones. And, like, man, either the thing that there's, like, a sting van, like a undercover FBI van, or, like, there's, like, a news channel going on in here. Like, one of the two. I haven't gotten pulled over yet. Somehow, like, I had the lights blaring one time because I went home from work. I'm like, I'm just going to do a test run, see what happens. And two cops drove by me. Really, like, the only time I want to see a cop, like, drive by me, it happened twice. So I'm like, all right. And they didn't flash their lights. I had these lights blaring, like, nothing happened. Like, just see one guy, I'm by myself. Maybe they felt bad for me, probably.
Maybe.
But, like, no, they didn't do shit. I was like, all right, guess it's legal. And ever since then, I just been driving around. So,
well, there you go.
I don't know what they can, like. Oh, that's thunder. About experience. Damn, 20 minutes just went by.
Dude, that was wild. That thunder scared the absolute shit out of me.
All right, we'll do another 5 more minutes. Is that cool with you?
Yeah, that's fine.
Let's do like what's a good 5 minute segment we can talk about? You ever got your booty hole licked? I'm just kidding. I recommend it though. It's one of my favorite questions to ask on the podcast.
For me, I'm not willing to put in the work for getting that done.
Understandable. It's not too much work though. It's worth it.
I can't see to shave anything down there, you know?
I don't see either. I just go by feel.
Yeah, but
I take a razor. I'm just kind of like, I squat down. I just go for it.
But dude, you are a wild one.
People like
I'm not that. I can't do it. I cannot. I could not force myself to do that.
People get so weird about like when I tell them that I shave my balls with a razor. People, I was like, why would you not use a razor? Like, I use clippers. Like, ew, like clippers. Like, I can't do clippers. Like, I do a razor. Like, why the fuck are you not using a razor? We use razors for a whole entire life. We never had clippers back in the fucking 1800s. We had razors back then. Imagine the bushes back then in the 1800s.
Oh, jeez.
Whoa. That's straight up machete.
You're talking about a never trimmed bush.
Whoa.
Like, imagine when they're like 40. Like,
do you think ever like that like, or imagine a bush back in the 1800s and you're trying to fuck a girl, but like it got tangled up so you can't get in the hole? You know what I'm talking? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Imagine that shit, dude. Like, how do you explain that? Like what would be the manly response to that for an in the 1800s? That type of man most likely has a beard. I don't know. Like, hey, baby, you got.
Maybe he takes his fucking like pocket knife out and just.
I wonder if that's like a goth thing, because like it's blocking the way. It's like you're not the one.
That's probably what they thought.
Maybe
that could be what they thought. I mean, they were huge into God back then.
He's like, oh, this bitch a witch. Just kills her. So stupid.
Oh, dude.
Oh man,
that could be actually. That could be.
Or does hair stop growing at a certain moment when it gets to a certain length?
I don't think hair ever stops growing.
Because I feel like I grow hair on my toes, but I never cut my toe hair, but they're not long. And even my armpits, I've been growing armpit hair I haven't never shaved my armpits, but they've just been the same length, I feel like, for the longest time.
They probably just, I don't think they stop growing, but I think they grow at such a length that's
maybe it sheds, I guess, in a sense. Maybe.
It could be that.
Like, it just like the ends get so weak it just breaks off. That makes sense, right?
I'm thinking that once it gets to a certain point, it like just starts growing very, very little amounts at a time. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know. Well, head hair is different though. Well, it could be evolution, I guess. Evolution. What? I don't know. Because you see people that also have like full like fucking facial, like not just facial hair, just like all hair on their face. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's like in like the world record book. Like, I don't know. Imagine having like a lot of asshole hair and you can't poop because it's clogged up.
Oh god, that sounds awful. It just gets stuck in there.
It's like the human centipede back in the day.
You're just walking around with a turd in your hair.
Oh my
just
god.
Smelling like shit the whole time.
Dang.
Everyone's like, oh my god, this guy smells like shit.
Fucking.
Dude.
He smells like shit. They're just in Congress signing like, goddamn, Benjamin Franklin's coming here. Like, all right, fuck.
Who smells like shit?
Oh, he smells like shit, and he has fucking STDs.
And there's no AC.
And there's no AC. Oh my
if it's in the summer, bro. Oh my god.
See, like, I feel like a lot of people think it'd be cool to live in that time because you see like the movie style of it, but if you actually think about that time, like, you don't know what the fuck you're saying, bro. Like, it is straight up wild. It's like Wild Wild West is straight up Wild Wild fucking West, you know? Like,
I mean, the thing is, at that time, especially if you're anything other than a white male, you don't want to go back there.
oh yeah, we dominate it.
Like,
We're fine.
if you're a woman, you don't want to. You're gonna get told you're a witch and thrown in a fucking lake.
Dude, my ex-girlfriend, she said her family was part of the witch trials.
Really, the Salem witch trials?
Yeah.
The Salem
It
witch
freaked
trials
me out
are
when she told me that. Well, it didn't freak me out. It was like, I know there's like times like I was sleeping with her when we first got together, and then I swear there were like times I woke up and she was like staring at me, and then I was like, dude, what the fuck? And she's like, I'm never doing that. I was kind of like, and then she's like, yeah, there's like, it's kind of funny because like back in the day, like, or like my ancestors, they were, I guess, part of the witch trials back in the day.
Oh my god.
And I was like, that's so fucking weird. And I'm like, I swear you're just like staring at me. And I was kind of like, dude, this bitch is a fucking witch, dude. Like, this is fucking crazy. She's like doing voodoo shit on me, I bet. Like, what the fuck? She's not a bitch, though. She's not a bitch. She's cool.
Oh man, I'd be so scared if I woke up to that.
Dude, she slept like, not like weird, but I woke up, I looked at her, like, she looked like she was dead. Like she had like mouth open, like, and I'm like looking at her breathing. I'm like, yo, is she fucking dead? I'm like, and then I'm really hardcore steadying, like trying to like look at her stomach, like going up and down. And I'm like, I don't see no movement. I'm like, and I'm just kind of like, wake up. She's like, oh. I'm like, oh man. I was like, oh my bad. Like I thought you were dead. It's like, oh okay. This is like when we first started. We weren't even dating yet. This is like the first time I stayed the night at her house. And I was like looking. I was like, damn. Like how am I supposed to explain this?
God,
like
dude.
First night staying over. Like I didn't kill your daughter, nor did I kill your sister. Like I don't know. She's fucking. Well, she was awake though.
Oh my god, dude.
Thank God.
That's one of those things where like when I go to bed after Madison does, and it happens like every 2-3 weeks. Like I'll be laying there going to sleep, and then I guess I get one of those like a pre-dream thing where like you're like kind of asleep, but like you're not, and like in that like pre-dream, she's not breathing, and I freak the fuck out and like wake up, and like I have to like I don't want to wake her up, so like I can't like go crazy. So like I'm just sitting there like putting my ear like right up to her back, like can I hear her breathing?
She just wakes up today. I'm like, what are you doing?
And then I hear her breathing. I'm like,
all right,
I can go to bed now.
All right.
I have a lot of those. Do you ever have those?
That's like what
what I consider like a pre-dream.
Yes, I have. Okay, well, fuck. I've been having wild dreams lately. Very lucid, very crazy. The thing about my dreams, if I wake up, I'll go back to sleep and it'll continue, and then I'll wake up again. I'll go back to sleep and it still continues. It'll be like 10 rounds of the exact same dream, just continuing on the story. I'm just kind of like, what the fuck's going on?
Wow. And
then finally, like that's the reason why. That's like one of the reasons why I haven't been getting out of bed anymore, because I've been having the most wildest dreams, and certain people that I miss are like in that dream too. And I'm just kind of like, dude, I just like the only time I can like be with them. So like I go back to sleep. I was like, dude, I'm gonna continue that. Like I don't care if it was a bad dream or a good dream. That's when it was just nice to have them like there. Like I felt, because it felt so real. Like it was, and then like I wake up at 8 o'clock, and the next night I don't get out of bed till like 11 or 12. And that's how long that continuing process goes on, like for 4 hours basically. And I'm just kind of like, and then it gets to the point like, dude, I need to get the fuck out of bed and start my day, because I'm running like, I said I won't do this, and I keep on doing it, but it's been like nonstop and like lucid, crazy fucking dreams. I don't know where it's coming from. I can't say I hate it, but I can't say I dislike, or I can't say I love it. I can't say I really hate it. I find it fascinating, man.
That is pretty wild. As I've gotten older, to me it seemed like I have dreamed a lot less. Like a lot. Like
I'm the opposite,
dude,
man.
I might get like one dream a month that I remember.
Man.
At most.
Yeah. No, that's not for me. I get crazy dreams.
Like I kind of wake up disappointed, like almost every morning, because I'm like, damn, I can't remember my dream.
Dude, I remember a lot of my dreams very, very well. I wake up, I'll call. There's a dream I had with my boy Frank a couple of times. I called him up like, this what happened. I had dreams with my ex, and then when we were talking, I'll call her on this would happen. Like, if I have a dream about someone, I always try to text them in the morning, like, hey, what's up? Hey, how you doing? Like, and they like I would tell them, hey, my bad, like I had a dream about you. Then they get all weirded out, like, yeah, you had a dream. I was like, you understand, like dreams, we don't understand how dreams work. It's like I never thought of you in like the last like fucking year, and you popped up in my dream. Like I don't know. Like, if I had Brad Pitt's number, I would hit him up. I don't have his number, but I have a dream about him. Like I don't know, like like I'm not trying to be weird. Just like it's like I don't know. I take it as a hey, like you should text this person, all right? Oh, you should stay in touch early. Dude, I don't know. Just talk to them. You haven't talked to them. Well, like I don't know. Like does that? I don't. Is that weird? I'm talking. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying right now. Like
I mean, it seems like it's your subconscious giving you a signal that hey, talk to this person, or hey, think about this person more, or something of that nature. Because there's no reason for someone to just randomly pop up into a dream.
Yeah, right. Right.
There's got to be something behind it. Like your subconscious is telling you something. But then like, you got to figure out what it's telling you.
I thought this the other day, because if you think about how space and if it's true that there's so many alternate realities and so many different versions of us and different versions of the world, different, like, we could be doing this in another fucking world. And I'm thinking subconscious, like that dream is us going to that other dimension. of like another reality with the same people, and that's why you have the deja vu stuff. Because if you dream about it, yeah, it may have not happened here yet, but it happened in another reality, and that's why you get that reaction of like, "Whoa, I feel like this happened before."
Yeah,
that's where my mind's been going to lately.
I mean, it does make sense because there are times where I just get deja vu, and it's like, dude, I've never done this before in my life. Like, what? Like, why am I getting a deja vu feeling? Like,
Yeah,
I don't know. That's. How do you feel about deja vu when you get it? Like, what goes through your mind when you get deja vu?
I talked about it before, but like I'm scared to talk about it again because I had really, really weird, like very extreme views on it, and it just seems like when deja vu happens, anything in that past never mattered because it was happened no matter what.
Yeah,
and that's what fucking scares me about deja vu. And like that's basically how like I can go more in depth, but time's running up.
Yeah.
Sadly, but we'll do this again in like a month or so.
All right, I'm done.
We can do it again next week. I don't give a fuck. We can do it anytime you want. But yo, thank you for coming on, Chris. Appreciate
Absolutely.
you. Love you, my friend.
Love you.
Love you.
OnlyVans.